Hello and thanks again for joining me for some more of the Last Caretaker. And we are still in Sanctuary. I have dismantled and looted everything in the station except for the solar panels and the wind turbines up on the roof there. We've done all of the secret areas, or at least all the ones I could find. So we did that in the last episode. We went through all the secret areas in there, in through there, a few other places. So check out the last episode for that. Today what we're going to be doing is a bit of building on the ship. We're going to start off with battery. Yeah, all of that scrapping got us up to level 8. So we can unlock a few things here. We'll do the diesel tank, the medium battery, and the Cyclone. And we are going to start off with building a medium battery here. Pop that in the corner there. And if we right click on here, so we've got most of the parts. So we're just going to go add missing parts. And we're going to do this by hand, and you can see it's paused waiting for materials. If I run up here, all of my stuff is down here underneath there. So now I'm in range. It's started crafting them. Now we've got this power coming one way, so it fills up our ship. But you can see I've got all of my crap down here. We'll build storage for this at some stage. We do have some parts in here, but we have built that. Built enough stuff for that first one. Let's get another one going. And that first one is done, so we'll hook it in there, and I'm going to put that on one way as well so that that fills up and stays full. And then we're going to get one going up here. Get back in range of our stuff. You know, the reason I'm doing it by hand is because the fabricator down here does suck up this one does suck up a lot of power. In fact, even when you're not using it, there is actually power getting sucked in there. So we're going to shut that down completely. We'll shut this off as well. We'll shut that off too. But, let's run back up here. So that one is building. We'll get another one going. And get going on the parts for that. We'll hook that one in down here and pop that on one way as well. Move up here in range of my stuff. Okay, so we could build them all the way along, but if we build them here, it's going to block off that light there. So I'm going to build one here. Let's just get in range of my stuff again. I'm going to build 2 there, and I'm going to build a bunch across there. That's going to take me a little while to craft up all of these parts. So what I'll do is I'll craft all these up, and I'll pause the video And I'll come back to you once I've got all these bits and pieces crafted up ready to build those out. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so crafted up all these. Just got the last one to go, and I've got all the parts for it. Should have. I'm going to pop that up there. Now, it is night time, so there's only the 3 wind turbines going up there, and we've drained all the batteries in the station. So I have taken these 2 off of one way just to keep the lights on in here. But get this one up and running. Now, the way I've done my cables, turn my light on so you can see. I go from the end here to the end here, and it makes a bit of a longer line. Whereas if you have them closer, well, it's not doing it in this case, but they tend to droop down a bit. Whereas put them end to end, they're sort of more in a straight line. But oops, get that one going one way, that away. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do, now the sun's coming up, so getting any charge in here yet, not quite. Next thing we want to do is some solar panels. So we've got the mid-tier ones. So we're going to get a few of them going. That's going to take me a while to build those. So once again, I'll pause the video and I'll come back to you once I've built all these parts. But if this is your first time joining me, there will be a link in the description below for the playlist for this series. But I'll see you in just a moment when I've finished making all these parts. Okay, so I've made up a bunch of parts for solar panels. We're going to start off up the front here. And we're going to pop one right on the bowsprit here. We're going to turn it around. Now, the only way it's going to fit is if the terminal is facing the front. So we're just going to pop that down there. We're going to put another one over here. And we'll put another one over here. And I'm going to go grab some plastic and some iron. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, these are not going to start generating any power until we move the boat out. So we're under a roof at the moment. Let's see. But we're going to pop in some cable connectors here. Let me see. I think what I'll do, maybe put them down here. We'll put them over here. It's fine. Up there. there. Okay, let's grab this one. And we'll see if we can get that plugged in down there. Looks a bit dodgy. Let's just try and connect that up again. Oh, we've got a sharky out there. Is he going to come in? I don't know if he's going to come in or not. Now, over here, let's pop that one in there. Let's hook that one up over here. Let's try on the bottom. That'll do. All right. What we'll do over here is we'll pop up another connector about here. And another one about here. And we'll pop one in there, should do it. Okay. So let's pop this one in here. Let's connect that one over there. Oops. Swap them over. Come on. Connect that one in there. Let's crouch down so we can get that one. And hook that up down there. Grab this one. Put it up there. Okay. All right. That looks good. Now, let's hop up here. And we'll put a couple more up here. Now this, if you want to fit it right in the corner, got to have the connector facing in the other way. Let's see if I spin that around, doesn't fit. But I want it across as far as I can in the corner as I can. I'm going to put another one over here. Now you can fit quite a few up here, but if you bunch them all together, kind of defeats the purpose, because they do actually need the sunlight. And so if you have them too close together, they can cause their own shade and pretty much block out the rest of them. But we're going to pop that one there. Okay, how's our plastic and our iron is fine, so I'm going to pop one of these up over here on top of this ball thingy. Should do it. Hook that up there. Hook that one up. This one over here. Okay. This one. Jump down. And okay. Let's build another connector extender over here. Connect that up there. Grab that. And we'll plug that in over here. How we're going down here. Still sucking out all the power. That's fine. Alright. So that's our solar panels. We are going to have a couple of turbines. Not too many because they'd need too much maintenance, but we'll have a couple. I'm going to put them up the back here, and the reason I'm putting them up the back here is just for convenience, mainly, to be able to get to them in a hurry and fix them. So I did initially, the first time I put wind turbines up on the roof, but you have to keep jumping up on the roof every time to fix them up. So we're going to shove one of these connectors in here. Now I'm not going to build the parts for those just yet, because what I'll do before we leave here, we just pop that there. Before we leave here, I'll take down the cyclones that are up on the roof, and that'll give us the parts for these. But I'm going to crouch down here and connect that up. Get it around the back here. Hook that in the bottom there. And then once we've built that, we can just connect that straight up to there. Going to do a similar thing over here. We can't fit this one behind, so give it a little bit of space here. This should do it. And we'll pop another one about here. And we've run out of plastic and iron. Plastic. Alright, let's grab that. Plug that in there for the moment. Let's see if we can hook into that bottom one. There we go. And that one can go in there. Alright. So now once we've built that, we can plug that into there. At the moment we've got our power coming in here. Let's see how these are doing. Okay, that one is almost fully charged. Still got nothing in the main battery. But it is night time again. So, alright. That's our power. I don't like the way that's hanging. Let's grab that and plug it in that way. Yeah, much of a muchness really. Let's have a look up here. Alright, that'll be fine. Alright. So, that is going to be our power sorted. Now the next thing I want to do, let's come down here. Let's disconnect this thing. And let's grab our stuff out of there. Dismantle this. And what we'll do, get the diesel generator. Add all parts for that. We're going to need, well, we don't need, but we're going to have some diesel tanks as well. So, I'm going to get building those. So I'll get all these parts built, and I need to be closer to my stuff. So once I've built all these parts, I'll be back to you in just a moment. Okay, so I've built a bunch of parts. Now we're going to put up the diesel generator, and we're going to put it up here. Right about there. We're going to put up our little petrol generator. Yeah, I do like using the flamer, or at least the flame pistol. So I like to have a little supply of petrol. So we're going to pop that there. And let's see. Alright, we are going to pop down another power connector over here. Now we'll put it this way. One over here. Yeah, it's not quite straight. Doesn't matter too much. Alright, we'll pop this one. Over here. And alright, let's hook that into there. That into there. am I doing? Okay, this is coming in here. So we want that one straight in while we hooked up over there. How is our power? Still getting there. Okay, let's hook up this one in there. Alright. That is going to bug me, so I've got to straighten it. Let's do that again. Any straighter? It's a little bit. Alright, that'll do. Let's pop that away. Let's grab that. And we'll crouch down. There we go. Okay. Let's grab a hold of this and jump up here. Hook that in there. Grab that one, hook it in there. Maybe I'll swap these over. Yeah, doesn't really make much difference. That's fine. Okay. Now, next thing we want to do is put in our diesel tanks. And I'm going to put these up here. Spin that around. Now you can put them all the way to the edge. But if you do that, what happens is when you're running past here, you can't get under it unless you duck. So I'm going to put it in a little bit. So about there is decent. Out there, that should do. Alright, and need a couple of these. I'm going to put one of these around here. There. Now we'll put one over here. One there. Put one there. And then we'll put one here. Okay. So let's hop up here. And actually, we can probably reach that from here let's go from there. Do we not have any? Okay. We need our hoses. Okay, now we can grab that one. Hook in. Hook in there. Hook this one in here. Actually, we'll let's pop that one. That's better. Okay. This one can go like that. Yeah. Can I reach this one? Can. Alright. Gonna do that one from over the top and jump up there properly. Yeah, looks a bit dodgy, but let's just try plugging that in from here. Try plugging it here, maybe. Oh, that's fine. That'll be fine. Maybe we'll plug this one. That one can go down there. This one there. All right. To the bottom one there. Plug that in there. This one plug in down here. That one plug in here, and all of our diesel is starting to fill up the tank. I don't want that, so we're going to hit F. We'll make sure that that our ship tank is full. Okay, so now we're going to pop up another diesel tank here. It will let us see how that went. We could have got it probably closer. Let's try that again. Can be pretty finicky to try and get on there. All right, and let's just see, make enough parts. We did. Connect that one up there. Let's put in a third one. Spin this one around so that the hoses are going to be on the other end. And back it right up. That should do it. Let's pop back up here. Grab that. Wait for that to finish. Put that into there. Okay, not really a fan of how that hangs. Okay, what I might do, grab one of these and pop it up under here. Okay, let's grab that. Swap them over. Doesn't really seem to have made a lot of difference. And that just hangs low. Alright. Let's try this again. Stop doing that. Put your cable away. Put your tool away. Let's pop that right up here. Okay, let's grab this. that's even worse. Alright, let's try this again, and this time, see if we can go over the top of the petrol. Stuck down. It's not going to work. Alright, let's try it from this end. Let's go from here. Take a little bit. I don't think we're going to fit under there, to be honest. All right, let's try something else. Let's go one of these. Saw it flash green for a minute. Okay, let's grab that, plug it in there, grab that, that's a bit better. And now we can plug that in there. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now, over here, we are going to pop another one of these. Well, we've already put one up there, so let's pop that up there. Another one. Do want it up a bit higher than the electric one so that it's not crossing over it too much. Let's try and grab the top one. And I might have it too high to actually get to Beautiful. Okay. So now, pop one over here. Should do it. Here, grab that. That's better. Okay. Alright, so almost done with this. We'll pop one more of these in here. Pop another one here. Grab that one and plug it in there. Wait, it's hanging, so let's pop it in there. It's not too bad, but that's better. Not really. Alright, I guess that'll do. Maybe we'll try it in the top one. Alright, that'll do. Let's grab this one now. Pop that in the top there. Switch that back on. Okay. That should do the job. Let's have a quick look at our power, which was in the room that we're already in. Alright, let's get that one fully charged. Oh, guess not. Doesn't look like the best weather out there, so we're not pulling in that much power. But alright, what have we got? Let's pop some of this stuff away. Ended up with an extra one of those. Dump that. Now, am I connected up? Let's connect up. 5 of those there. I guess the rest of them can go in here. Maybe I'll keep 5 on me just in case. Let's see. Let's give myself a quick charge up. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if there is any bio junk floating around down here. This looks like a little bit on the surface down there. Alright, so I think what we might do is do a quick backup. Just in case there's a sharky lurking around down there. Alright. Let's go and grab some poo. Grab all this stuff. And a bit more over here. All right. Have a bit of a look around, see if there's any more. Look like we got most of it. A couple of bits over here. All right. Let's get back up to the ship. Okay, so the reason I put these here is because if we're picking up anything out of our net, there's hardly anything in there, but we'll pick up our stuff out of our net. We usually get a bit of some sort of bio stuff, so we'll grab everything out of that. And then on our way through to the scrapper, we can put some stuff in here. Let's just chuck one of those in there. We'll put the flip the switch. Okay, now that was only one piece, but put a little bit of fuel going through. Let's turn this one on as well. If we leave them turned on, we can just, as we grab our net or as we're coming through to the scrapper, we can just pop any bio waste in either one of these. I'm going to Put that in there. Now that's started up, but we don't have a petrol tank for that. But that's what this hose around here is for. So you can see my my Omni pack, which is down here. If I hit number 8, then I can hit E, connects that up. Okay, got something not quite right here. So I've got that connected up. Have enough power coming in here. Probably not. I don't have a lot of power there. Let's take that off of there for a minute. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there we go. So if you have a look at my Oni pack down the bottom there, you can see that the white line is filling up. Or we can plug our pistol directly into it. So as long as there's some bio stuff in there, that'll start up. It'll stop when we're full, or when it runs out of stuff. There we go, we can grab that. And we can also bring our cables in here, hook that into there, empty that out into our diesel tanks. And scrap these. Oops. If I can press the right buttons. Okay. So, let's have a look here. Alright. Let's pop that back onto one way there. Yeah, how we do here? We are filling up. Alright, so basically what I'm waiting for now is I'll wait till we've got completely full batteries. I could use these, but I'm saving those for if we need them some other time. Okay, so this one is full. This one has got a little bit more to fill up. Has got foggier outside again. Alright, let's grab that and just plug it directly in. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll wait for my battery to completely fill up, and then I'll go upstairs. I'll dismantle the two cyclones, which will give me the parts for this one and this one, which I'll then connect up to those two. And then we'll disconnect from here, pull up the anchor, and off we go. Well, I suppose what we could do is we could build a few engine bits. Let me have a look. Let's get tier 2 of that. And maybe that as well. Alright, so we'll build 3 of these. And I need to be in range of my stuff. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll build these and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so build a couple of these. Now if we get right up close, then we should be able to drop it straight in. Like that. And same with this one. And same with this one. And now I'm just going to build 2 of these. We're going to pick up a 3rd one later on for free. I'm not going to swap out these early ones just yet. We'll do that another time. I don't think we're going to have enough good bits to do that with, but I'll wait till I've built these 2, and I'll see you in just a moment when I've done that. Alright, so we've got these 2 now, so we'll just drop these in here. And another one over here. Alright, and getting a bit laggy probably because of all this crap over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to suck it all up because I want to try and find the aluminum. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we are very over encumbered. Let's just drop this. We don't have a lot of glass, so keep that on me. So we've got that. That. Don't have a lot of silicon, so we'll keep that on me. Alright, this lag is a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if the containers will help that or not, but I'm gonna hop up in the corner here. And we'll drop this. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. And we're still overweight, so let's have a look here. Okay, we'll drop that one. I don't think we need gold. Drop that. Let's split this. And half of that. Split that. Alright, we're no longer encumbered. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick backup and reload because my frames have gone horrendous. And I'm pretty much walking around as if I am encumbered. And I don't know if it is because of all of that stuff on the floor. Wasn't giving me an issue before, but now that we've built a bunch of stuff on the ship, look how slow that is. Alrighty. So let's do a backup here. And let's exit the game and reload it. Alright, that's better. Okay, so let's have a look at what our batteries are doing. Not quite there. So what I'm going to do, alright, I'm going to wait probably till daylight, till our batteries have fully charged up, and then I'm going to go up the roof and dismantle the turbine, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so the sun's up. Now we did actually get a little bit of power coming through these, through the gate there, just as the sun was rising, but now that it's gone above the gate we're not. But our batteries are fully charged. All of these are fully charged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these all on equalize now. And that one. Okay. So we will something is still sucking power. Alright. Doesn't matter. We'll go up here. We'll hop up the ladder. And we will repair these before we dismantle them. Just because you get more stuff back from them when they're fully fixed up. Let's dismantle that. Grab our cables. Patch this one up. I will leave the solar panels up and running, just in case we ever want to come back here. Then those solar panels should charge up the station batteries while we're gone. I don't know that there's any reason that we need to come back here. And we need to plug in some power. And let's use one of those. Okay. Let's head back. And we should be already almost in range for these cyclones to start building. Yep. Alright, so while they're doing that, let's go and do a heal. Get a bit of a charge. Oh, sucked all the energy out of that. Yep, not really going to get much more out of that until that has a chance to charge up. So we'll suck this in. We'll be able to charge up on here though. Let's hook that up. Duck down so that we can hook in the bottom of that one. Hook that up. Okay. Alright. So, we are now ready to go. Got our power sorted. We've got full batteries. We've got turbines and solar panels ready to go. We've got diesel ready when we've got some bio junk to do. Parts in here. But that is going to be my ship build for the time being till we unlock some more stuff, and that is going to do it for this video. So if you did enjoy this video, then please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, then please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.